Alright, I think we are live. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Today is Monday. Oh my gosh, he's streaming. He's alive. I know. Crazy. Amazing how life works when you finally decide to get it together, right? You know, it's a wondrous thing when that happens. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today, and I just got done doing some errands, and I'm home now, so I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll stream for a little bit. I got a little bit of time this afternoon, and we got work to do, so why not? We'll continue getting our mons purified here for our Colosseum playthrough that we're trying to get finished on the YouTube channel. That's been, I think, in the works for like 3, 4, 5 months now, or something like that. About half the year, something like that. But yeah, we're almost done though, to be fair. Like, we're making really good progress. Like, we really only got, what, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 mons, plus the 6 that we got in our party. So that's pretty good, to be fair. We have been putting in some work, getting a lot of these mons purified and everything, which is awesome for us. But still got, obviously, 17, well, 23 technically to go. But yeah, we're gonna get into that and try and knock out more of these shadow gauges and get more of these mons purified. So since it's been so long, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of like basically what the process that I go through for this. So as you can see, I'm inside of Mount Battle, and what I'm basically doing is going from area 1 up until, let's see, what level am I now? I'm up in like the 40s-ish. So I'm going up until I think about area 4, area 5 inside of Mount Battle, because the Pokemon that we fight are so weak. And obviously I'm not using any of these Pokemon, so I don't really care about how much XP they're getting from the mons that I'm knocking out, right? That's not that big of a deal to me. So, the main thing is getting them out into battle so that they can get their shadow gauge down and that we can get them purified as soon as possible. And the best way to do that is just go into battles, spam Shadow Rush until we go into hyper mode, call them on, gauge goes down by a little bit, and then obviously walking around the areas and just raw sending them into battle also brings the gauge down, which makes life a lot easier for me in the long run. So there's that. And that's just the fastest that I could think of, because obviously money is a little bit hard to come by, and I think it'd be easier to just do this method instead of, say, like grinding a couple Colosseums and then buying a bunch of colognes to massage the Pokemon with to open their hearts that way, and then go grind more Colosseums for money. Like, I just feel like this is a faster process. And I mean, it's worked pretty good so far. We've knocked out a lot, but obviously we're getting to the mid to late game Pokemon now, so their shadow gauges are going to drop slower just naturally because they're the mid to late game mons. But it is what it is though. But what area are we in right now? Does it say? Oh, you're not going to tell me. Okay. I guess I could just walk through the door, but well, let me quit rambling. Oh, okay, so we're literally just starting area 3. All right, awesome, cool. So we'll still have a little bit to go on this run through before we go back to the beginning and start over. But as always, as I started doing a while ago now, and I shouldn't say because of streaming a while ago, I literally mean a while ago just because of how my life is set up. But I am recording the stream, so the whole VOD will be posted to my VOD channel, which I still need to get Nightbot command for, and I think I still even need to link it on my Twitch page, which is kind of bad. I definitely should have that done by now, but I'll deal with that later. But yeah, so just so you guys know, that will be where the VOD is. Or of course, you can watch it here on Twitch as well. Obviously, since you're obvious, you might find it here first, and it'll be here for however long Twitch keeps VODs for, but obviously, it'll stay on my VOD channel until I decide to take it down, which won't be ever. So, it'll be there for whenever you guys want to see it. But yeah. And We actually, if I remember right, in the last stream, we were getting actually really lucky with the Mons going into hyper mode to get purified, so that was really great. I'm hoping we can get that sort of luck again today, because that will be really freaking lit. And obviously, I don't know what time zones you guys are in, but I just want to let you guys know, I'm gonna be streaming until about 5:30 my time, so I can get some food and chill for a little bit, and then get ready to watch some baseball. So that'd be pretty lit. But yeah, like I said, I just got done doing some errands and stuff, and I got home and I was like, you know what? I was like, I can stream for a little bit. Why not? It's been a while. I need to start streaming more. I mentioned it in a couple of my YouTube videos recently that went up a little bit ago, but I'll be transparent with you guys about it still too, since we're here. My mental state's not been the best for the last little while. My depression's been really like acting up and really kicking my ass, and I've been having a really hard time getting motivated to do like day-to-day like routine stuff. Like it was even starting to affect my YouTube channel a little bit. Like I think I went like a week and a half without uploading a video at one point in time, and it literally, like, I wish I could say that it's because I was busy doing stuff, but I literally was just sitting in my chair hating my life, like not wanting to move, wondering what I was doing with my life, like why I was making why I am how I am, like, all those things that people think about and everything. And I pretty much was just, and by the time I would either stop feeling like that, or I would, get myself motivated enough to be like, hey, you know what, let's get up and do something. It'd be like so late in the day where it's like, oh, you know what, there's no point in me recording now, because, half my audience might be in bed in their time zone, and the other half might be busy, so like they're not going to see the video till tomorrow anyway, so I might as well just wait till tomorrow, which is what my thought process was. And then, tomorrow would come and it'd be the same thing basically, and then, like I said, that stretched about a week and a half, and then, thankfully I got back on track as far as that's concerned, but it was still, like, especially also with how bad my sleep schedule is, and has been for the last little while, I'm so tired during the day. Like, by the time it would get to, like, about 6-7 o'clock after I'd be done eating dinner, which, that's usually when I would stream. That's usually my stream time, is usually after dinner, from about 7 to 9, 7 to 10, whatever. I'd be so tired, I'd be like, you know what, I was like, I can't even, I'd be in there like, hey guys, how's it going? So thanks for stopping by the stream today. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all this fun stuff, and yeah, so we're just gonna do this. So, how's everybody doing today? You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to have that monotone type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my voice is naturally deep as it is, but like, I don't want it to be like monotone sounding on top of that, which it probably does, just because of how deep it is. But like, I even like stuff like that I just did with that little laugh and a little bit of inflection, like I can't do that sort of thing very readily when I'm like super tired and whatever. So I was like, there's no point in me streaming because I'm half asleep, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I actually am feeling pretty good today, so I figured, get back into the swing of things, get your head out your butt, go in, stream for a couple hours, and then go about the rest of your day, basically, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so hope everybody's having a good Monday, though. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's, having a good Monday, too, to be fair. I mean, that's obviously important as well. Hopefully everybody's getting their week started off on the right foot and in a positive note. I didn't have much to do today. I've had a pretty chill Monday so far. I recorded the last episode of our Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated video today, which is actually kind of another reason why I was inspired to... Oh, I'm in hyper mode, aren't I? Crap, I wasn't paying attention. which is actually another reason why I was kind of inspired to stream today, because I was like, well, you know, we gotta finish Colosseum, because, like, waiting to finish that for, like, how long now, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, I was like, I need to start streaming again, and I need to finish Colosseum. So here we are, we're streaming again. Obviously we're not gonna be finishing today, because I really highly doubt I'll get through all these. I'll get through 23 mons in 2.5 hours, but obviously any little bit of progress that we get is a little bit of progress. And I'm also glad that I started to do my off-screen stuff on stream. I started doing that like a while ago, even before I made my VOD channel, which is also another reason kind of why I wanted to make the VOD channel. I almost forgot to call him again. That's actually another reason why I wanted to make the VOD channel, because just in case there are people that want to watch the off-screen stuff, not particularly with this, because this is really repetitive and monotonous, but like, you know, if I'm ever building something in Minecraft, or if I'm doing another game that requires off-camera work that might be, you know, something remotely entertaining, you know what I mean? Like, I can stream the game to still make content on Twitch, and just content period, and then post the VOD to the VODs channel, so people that maybe are familiar with just my YouTube side of things and those series can still, you know, check out what's going on in between and whatnot. Hey, Pika! What's up, my guy? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Monday, my guy. Hope everything's not too rowdy in the Discord. I dropped a sneaky little message into the chat, obviously. I think I forgot to call R8os, didn't I? Son of a gun. But I hope you all are chilling and having a good Monday for yourselves in there. I would have popped in, but I figured I should stream instead, so there's that. But appreciate the lurk, my guy. All of you guys need to go and check out my friend if you like Nintendo stuff. He streams on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Well, when his life allows him to, I should say. Sometimes his life is like all over the place. But for the most part, on any given week, he streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So go check out Twitch TV/Pika992, because that's my friend, and he is awesome. And also keep an eye out on YouTube. Both of our YouTube channels, actually, because it's the same. He's got the same name for his YouTube channel too. Because we're gonna be getting a collaborative project going soon, and it's about to be really freaking lit. Because we've been friends for like 7 or 8 years now, and we're finally doing a collab together. Because I finally decided 4 years ago to start making YouTube stuff. So there's that, but it's about to be lit. We're just waiting on the art to finish getting done, and then we will have it ready for you guys. I don't know if he's gonna stream it and post it to YouTube. I'm only gonna be posting it to YouTube, but well, I guess if we both record though, if he's gonna stream it and put it up on Twitch too, I guess I would stream it too. I don't know. We'll work that out when the time comes. Obviously, that's like a little bit of ways away from being a reality. So, you know, obviously we're not gonna delve into too many details right now, but I'm also not telling you guys what the project is. I'm just telling you there's going to be a collaborative project with me and my friend. But, yeah, it's about to be lit, though. But hopefully we'll have that coming up pretty soon, though, because, like, I'm, like, really, really amped to, like, get it going, because it's about to be lit. And it's been a long time coming. But, as I was saying though about like why really another reason I got inspired to stream today was because of the fact that we need to finish Colosseum, and two, the fact that I finished Battle for Bikini Bottom today is because for those of you that don't know, Nintendo announced late last week, to my absolute happiest desires, that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team is going to be added to Nintendo Switch Online this coming Friday, August 9th. And I was like over the moon happy about this fact. Like, I literally was crying once I found this out. Like, for real. Love those games to death. Mystery Dungeon is one of my favorite series, like, ever to exist in life. And the fact, and Red and Blue in particular. Now don't take what I'm about to say out of context. I love the absolute hell out of Sky. But Red and Blue obviously came out first, and they're Gen 3, so I played them a lot more. And because, like, I literally got them. Well, I got Sky when it came out too, because duh. But you guys know what I mean. They're more closer and near and dear to my heart, is what I'm saying. But Sky is also friggin' amazing. I still am on Max Copium that we get a remake of Sky, and even more Max Copium that they don't fuck it up like they did with Rescue Team DX. Because I will tell you guys, when I heard way back when that we were getting a remaster of Red and Blue Rescue Team, once again, I was crying. Because I was like, oh my god, they're doing a Switch remake of my favorite, like, well, two of my favorite games of all time. Well, I'll just say my favorite game, one of my favorite games of all time, because technically they're literally the same game. So I'm like, yeah, I was like, you know, they're literally making a remake of one of my favorite games of all time and putting it on the Switch. This is so freaking great. And then it came out. And I was like, what in the actual fuck is this, bro? Like, I was actually mad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, probably a hot take, and you know what, it is what it is. I do not like DX. Did I buy it 3 years ago? Because I wanted to at least try it for myself to see if it's actually, like, if it really is gonna annoy me as much as the playthroughs that I watched, and because it's a remake of my favorite games? Absolutely. Have I played it yet? Actually, no, because my life's been really busy with school and whatnot over the last few years, but still, I do have it. Do I think my opinion is going to change on it? I have a very, 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 very slim doubt that my opinion will change. But now, I will say though, graphically, oh my god, knocked it out the park. Aesthetically pleasing up the ass. Looks the art is adorable. The graphics are phenomenal. Everything about that aspect of it, 50 out of 10. Phenomenal. And yes, I will give it that there are some quality of life improvements in that game that I wish would have been a Mystery Dungeon from the beginning. Even the originals. Yes, I will acknowledge that. But for as good as those 2 points were, to me, those are the only 2 good points of the game. And there are way more bad than those 2 good points. So they definitely get outweighed. Now you may be wondering, well, Aiden, what do you think is so bad about it that, like, they're your favorite games, but you think the remaster sucks? Well, I will tell you. Okay? So first off, as I had aforementioned, it is a Gen 3 game. It came out after Emerald and before Diamond and Pearl for the DS and the Game Boy Advance. And it only goes up to Generation 3. Rayquaza's the last Pokemon in the Pokédex, or in the, well, it's not really a Pokédex, but in the list. Or wait, no, is Rayquaza last or Jirachi last? Or is Deoxys last? Oh no. Come on, Aiden, you love Gen 3, you should know what the dex is. That's neither here nor there. Fact of the matter is, okay, right? It's only Gen 3 mods, okay? So why is it that in the remake, we have Gen 4 mons, and I think some other mons. There's mons that don't belong in the game, is what I'm saying, from other generations. Now, the fairy typing being there, I'm okay with that. That's fine, because that just logically makes sense, okay? Because even BDSP, which was a quote-unquote true remake, still had fairy type in it. I'm fine with the fairy typing being in it. That's perfectly a-okay. But like Lucario actually being a Pokemon you can use in the game. Now, yes, Lucario is name dropped. Alakazam mentions he wants to be a great explorer like Lucario. And you can also get a statue of Lucario if you become Lucario rank in front of your rescue team base. That's fine. But that does not mean that, oh, in the remaster we're going to make Lucario a Pokemon. Because Lucario is not a Pokemon in the original games. It just wasn't. So that's one strike. The different Mons that don't belong in the game that are in the game. The second strike, which is the biggest one. Now, in the original Mystery Dungeons, and I'm talking about Red and Blue here, you could only have a team of up to 4 Pokemon. And that's it. And you could only bring 3 Mons in with you to begin with, which means you can only recruit 1 more. And once you got to 4, that was it. Didn't matter if you had the friend areas, didn't matter if you had the friend bow and were level 100, nothing. Didn't matter. Now granted, Time of Darkness and Sky did make that way better by you can bring 4 Pokemon in if you want, and if you recruit, you can still recruit more Mons even after you have a full team of 4. And Sky even took it a step further, saying that you could even swap out one of your 2 or your 3 if you're playing after the main story is done, Pokemon that is currently on your team to send home to replace with the recruited Pokemon. So, you know, that's great. Now they kept that feature into the remake, which again makes sense because that's just a quality of life improvement that they already had done in the Explorers games. A1 job there. The problem is this. Now I'm gonna get the number wrong here because I actually don't fully remember, but we're just gonna throw out a number that makes sense. You can actually recruit and have a team of up to 8 Pokemon in the dungeons while you're exploring around. And the other thing is, you can recruit them even if you don't have their friend area. And then at the end of the dungeon, if you don't have the friend area, they'll just say, oh, well, thanks for the adventure, here's some money, leave. But if you do have the friend area, they call them friend camps. I don't really like that they changed the name either, but you know, that's just a nostalgia gripe. That's fine, because they work the same. But if you don't have their friend camp, they'll just pay you some money and leave. And if you do, then obviously you get the option on, oh, hey, do you want to recruit them or not? But my problem with this is twofold. Actually, I think it's threefold. One, why am I able to recruit them, period, if I don't have the friend area? That doesn't make sense. 2, why do I have a party of 7 or 8 Mons going through these dungeons? Because when I tell you that the boss battles, that's another plus. The boss battles are absolutely dope as hell. Graphically and how they're structured, they're really sick. Like the Groudon fight, the Rayquaza fight, the Kyogre fight, really, really dope. I like how they did that. But when I tell you that, like, the fact that you could battle them with, like, 8 Mons makes them so easy. Like, I saw, I believe, 3 or 4 playthroughs of DX when the game launched. And except for the ones that had, like, a little bit of a type disadvantage in some aspect, and even then it wasn't that big of a deal, none of them struggled with any of the bosses. Like, for those of you that have played Red and Blue Rescue Team, you guys know how much of a pain Groudon can be. Absolute bulky as sin, hits like a truck. You go through like 40 Reviver Seeds just to try to beat him. Like, not really, of course, but you know, like, and you know, Rayquaza, I mean, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're even with a quad effective Ice Beam from one of your water starters, you're doing like 15 damage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, good luck with Rayquaza. But like, the guys that I was watching did the playthroughs, like, they were not struggling with these bosses. I mean, granted, you got 8 Mons on your team, so, like, we would hope you aren't struggling with the bosses, but you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, guys. Like, that's... And I get it, right? Kids nowadays, even though they're, in some respects, I would even argue that they're even better than my generation of gamers. Especially me, but that's not saying much. But, like, I feel like it's, you know, even with the mainline games, you know, I feel like we're making them so hand-holdy and coddling and easy for the kids that's almost like questioning their intelligence a little bit. But, like, I think that's the reason, is it's to make the game a little bit easier so that the kids can beat it. But, like, we were kids when Red and Blue came out, and shit, just like Red and Blue, the games, not the Mystery Dungeon, like the actual games, they weren't perfect. They had a lot of things that needed to get quality of life improvements on, which they did fix it, the majority of, in Time and Darkness, and then even more so in Sky. But you know what I mean? Like, we still were able to figure it out. We still did it. We still beat it. We still loved it. We still enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like, but anyways, I'm getting down a rabbit hole with that. So, but that's like a main one right there. And then, actually, I think that might be it, actually. But they're so big negatives that it's like, dude, you didn't. Oh, I keep forgetting to call friggin' Suicune because I keep on getting distracted by my rant. But it's like, you know, you didn't actually like, if you really drill it down to the minimum. Oh, that's the other thing. Then this is more of a minor gripe, and at the same time, I do think it is pretty cool that they did this. But they added shiny Pokemon to the game. Now, I know I just lost everybody now. Like, dude, who doesn't like shiny Pokemon? Shiny Pokemon are great. I didn't say that. In some respects, I do think that is cool, because shiny Pokemon are cool. But they weren't in the original, so I'm not fully happy that they're in the remake. Now, granted, do I think it's cool that they were put into the remake? Absolutely. Don't get it twisted. I do think it is cool. Now, if that was the only, like, if the other two things weren't a thing and that was, like, the big new thing, I probably would say that that game is a 10 out of 10. Like, if the recruitment features worked the same as they did in Sky, and they didn't have all the post-Gen 3 Pokemon in it that they did, I absolutely would say that game would be a 10 out of 10. And probably one of my favorites to this day, and I probably would be playing that once a year, just like I do with the original Red Rescue Team, and I do with Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I do with Emerald, and I forgot to call Suicune again. Aiden, get your mind together. We're here. The whole purpose of this stream is to purify Shadow Pokemon, and now you're ranting about Mystery Dungeon DX and not purifying the Shadow Pokemon. Unbelievable. Horrible streamer. Shocker to nobody, though. But yeah, I don't know, guys. But obviously, though, with looping back to the whole start of this whole conversation, with Red Rescue Team coming in Nintendo Switch Online on Friday, I decided I wanted to do a playthrough on it on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna. But obviously, I can't start that until Friday because the game doesn't come out until Friday, right? Duh. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna have content other than Minecraft until Friday. Although, you know what? Now that I'm saying that out loud, I could cover the Gran Turismo update that just dropped. Because I think it added a new track and a few new cars, but that's still only one video. I mean, one video is better than nothing, though, because that would at least take care of tomorrow. So then I would just have to go Wednesday and Thursday with only having Minecraft to upload. Unless I can figure something else out to upload. Which probably won't be very likely, but I'll have to try to, because I can't think of any one-off things that I could do. I'll try and rack my brain. You guys can give me some suggestions too, by the way, of course, as always. Just try not to make it a series, because it is a Pokemon game at the end of the day, and I think it's only going to be about 30 hours of gameplay. So, like, that's only going to be... Actually, no. Is 30 hours is not, might even be too much. I think it might only even be 15 or 20 hours. So that's only, like... I'd have to make it a side series and do 20-minute long videos to make that not be... Because that'd be 3 videos for an hour times 15. That'd be 45 videos. But I don't really have a main series. That's the thing right now. Is I'd mentioned this a little bit ago on one of my YouTube videos. Back when I was still doing DBZ Purification HE1, when I severely underestimated how short that game was. I don't actually really have any games that are long enough to be like a for real like main Let's Play series, while I'm also running a side Let's Play series at the moment that I can think of to like actually play. Now, when Sparkling Zero comes out in the fall, that I'm pretty sure will be long enough to be a main Let's Play, because granted, I don't know for sure because they haven't really fully announced yet, but I'm pretty convinced that they're gonna have levels and have content in it all the way from the original Dragon Ball all the way through Super. And I would assume probably GT also. So obviously that's a lot of content. Oh, Suicune is going into Hyper Mode a lot. This is great for us. Obviously, no, that is a lot of content, so that I probably would think we could get away with actually making a main Let's Play and then do a side Let's Play on the side with it. But I think up until that point, I really don't think any of the games that I have, I really could say, like, you know, like the Skywalker Saga, with how much content was in that, definitely hands down main Let's Play. Obviously, as it was, and it was 155 parts. And that was even with a couple hour-long specials in there, too. So, and, you know, Gran Turismo 7 was the same way. You know, we got, what, like 155, I think, or something like. We got a very decent. We got into the hundreds for sure with it. So, you know, like those two are obvious ones, but obviously, you know, Budokai Tenkaichi 1 wasn't really to that extent. And neither was Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, because that was only, the finale went up today and it's episode 22. Which, you know, would obviously mean that, like, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game would be about that short. It'd be about 20-ish episodes, most likely. And even though Tenkaichi 2 and 3 have more stuff in them than 1 does, I don't see it adding on, you know, 40 or 50 more episodes. There's not that much content, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's that too. So it's like, I guess I'll just go down at the moment to doing Minecraft and then a YouTube series up until Sparkling Zero comes out in the fall and we get, you know, that lined up to play. And then from there we'll go back to doing 3 series again. And we'll have that be the main series, Minecraft obviously being the continuous series, and then we'll also have a shorter game as the side series. Again. But up until that point comes, we're just gonna have the 2 series rocking right now. Which is a little unfortunate and kind of makes me mad and a little upset, because that's not how I wanted my channel to be when I made it and 10 years ago when I envisioned making it. But I guess in amongst all that time, I severely just underestimated how short the majority of the games that I actually really enjoy to play and have played in the past, and obviously still do play, are, which is kind of wild for me to think about. But I guess they just seem longer when you're a kid, and you know, or even when you're growing up, and because you got school to deal with, you got actual life to deal with, you got family to deal with, you know, you got friends to deal with, you got work to deal with, so you know, you don't have time to sit and just, you know, play video games all day or whatnot. So maybe that's why they just seem longer to me, back from what my memories tell me. But I do want to go back and, you know, play through Gran Turismo 3. And I want to put on the channel, and I want to do Gran Turismo 4. And I know those would be longer series, because obviously Gran Turismo 7 was. So that we probably could do. I also, like, I could do that right now. Like, I could make that, like, a series, like, my next series that we do, like, after Red Rescue Team is done, of course. Well, actually, I mean, I realistically could start it tomorrow and then just make Red Rescue Team a side series on Friday. But, you know, we did just do Gran Turismo 7, and I want there to be a little bit of variety in between my stuff. Also, I need to make a community post about this, and I'll probably make a tweet about it too, but I'll ask you guys here on stream and for the VOD watchers as well. So I'm a NASCAR fan. I know I've talked about this before on videos and streams, so I know that's not a new statement from me. And I downloaded forever ago now, like probably last year, I downloaded NASCAR Ignition 21 and NASCAR Heat 5 for my PS5. Well, I think they're the PS4 versions, because I think they came out on the PS4, but that's neither here nor there. But I got them on my PS5, and I do want to play them, because I haven't played a NASCAR game since 2011. No, I didn't play it in 2011, but that's what the game that I played was 2011. And I think that'd be really cool to play, and obviously, you know, I want to make content on it also. But my only concern is, obviously, you know, like, there's two ways I could do it. I could make every race like 20 laps, 30 laps, or whatever would be the amount to get me through a 30-minute long episode. But at a majority of the tracks, that would involve not having to make a pit stop, you know, not having to try and formulate a strategy, you know, with cautions or just a strategy in general. I would just have to go log, you know, X amount of laps in the 30-minute race, and then we'll call it a day. And, you know, like, that's one thing, but, like, also at the same time, I feel like that's not really covering the game, because, you know, that's not, for those of you that are also NASCAR fans, or at least know how it is or how it works, that's not what NASCAR is. They're not just doing 40 or 50 laps. Well, granted, unless they're a road course, but obviously when I get to the road courses on the schedule, I'd have to only do like 10, 15 laps myself to keep it within 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But the only other thing that I was thinking of doing is I would do the full-length race, and I would record it all in one block segment, and then just, you know, edit it into parts. So, like, I would do an outro and I'd do an intro, like, you know, so, like, when I hit the 30-minute mark, I'd be like, alright, guys, so I think it's, you know, we're gonna wrap things up here, so in the next episode, we'll continue on, finishing, you know, more of the race and see what unfolds, you know, that sort of deal. And then I'd be like, you know, see you guys next time. And then wait a couple seconds, and then, alright, and then jump into an intro. What's going on, guys? So we're just picking back up here, you know, from where we left off last time, type of deal. And then, you know, both in the playlist and just as they're getting uploaded daily, it would just be, you know, it'd be like NASCAR Ignition 21, part 1, Daytona 500 parenthesis 1. It would be Daytona 500 parenthesis 1, NASCAR Ignition 21 part 1. And then the next video that would go up the next day would be, Daytona 500 2, NASCAR Ignition 21 part 2 type of thing. Because I wouldn't want to just upload the raw 2 hours or whatever it would be that the race is per episode, because I don't think people would like that, and that's a lot to sit down and watch at once. Now I get it, that's the whole point of it being a video and it being recorded, is so that it can, you can go back and watch it whenever you want. I get that, I hear you. But just even still, like I said, to the point where, and for people that actually want to watch the series, if you think about that, let's say, because there's 36 races in the season. So if we did it that way, uploaded the whole race at once in one video, it's only going to be a 36 episode series, which, that's not very long, but, that's fine. But each video is going to be about 2+ hours. So, you know what I mean? Like, that, and if a 2-hour long video is getting uploaded every day, people might have a hard time keeping up with the series. They might lose interest in the series because of the fact that they can't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to make it, that's why I haven't done anything on those games yet, is because I want to make it as appealing and appeasing to you guys as possible. Because obviously at the end of the day, you guys are the ones watching. I'm just playing. So, but I'll probably make a community post about that on my YouTube channel, and I'll probably make a tweet about it later also, just to try and get the general consensus from you guys, so that I can try and fine-tune it a little bit better to the point where I am confident in my decision on how to move forward with the idea of doing those games. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at as far as content on the channel is concerned right now, guys. Oh, you know what I could do? Because that would probably only take a couple days. And if anything, we could just finish it alongside of the Colosseum playthrough. I'll jump onto Battlefront 2 on the Classic Collection, and we can do a Galactic Conquest. Yeah, that's what we can do. I'm so smart. I can't believe I just thought about that. Yeah, so that's what we'll do, guys. That's what we'll do for the YouTube channel to get us through from Tuesday to Friday. Is we'll load up a Galactic Conquest for Battlefront 2 on the Classic Collection. So feel free, if you're watching this video or if you're watching the VOD after, as long as it's before Tuesday, of course. So you really only have till tomorrow. But feel free to leave me what faction you want to see me use. I'm obviously, of course, going to pick the clones if nobody votes, because I love the clones. I'm a Clone Wars guy, and I'm a clones guy in particular. But if you guys want to see me use the droids, or want to see me use the Empire, or God forbid want to see me use the Rebels, then of course we can do that. I have played, while I was waiting to get my Switch a little bit more set up to be able to play it on there. I couldn't wait anymore, so I did play it on my PS5. So I do have a couple of achievements for Battlefront 2 already. Not very much, and obviously, like, the achievements in Battlefront 2, I mean, granted, I'm glad they made achievements for the Classic Collection, don't get me wrong, but the achievements for Battlefront 2 you quite literally just get by playing the game, so you guys didn't miss much. I will still tell you guys what ones I got already, though, and how to get them, but, like, quite literally you get them by just beating the game. By the way, Suicune's all done now, which is great. So at least, you know, we got him done, and we can start on the next Pokemon now, being Granbull. And Ariados is making pretty good progress as well, which is awesome. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, that I can't believe I didn't think about that. That's great. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do for the next couple days. And then if somehow we don't have it done by Friday, I'll just upload them both side by side with each other. That'll be fine. I'm not gonna be too worried about that. And obviously that just is a win-win for you guys, right? Of course. The only question that I'll have for you guys is as far as playlists are concerned, for when I do that, should I give each Galactic Conquest their own playlist? Or should I divide it by faction? Or should I just have a big, in general, Galactic Conquest playlist? That is something that I'm going to need to also figure out. I mean, granted, I can somewhat change that. Like, I don't need to necessarily know it by tomorrow for the first part. Damn it, I forgot to call Granbull. Because I can finagle that as I please as time goes on, but I am going to need to get that figured out and see really what you guys want to see, what would be easier for you guys to access, and then go from there. Because obviously it makes no never mind to me, really. I feel like I probably I'm leaning more towards either one big playlist or splitting them by faction, because I think at some point in time, if I just did it Galactic, like each individual Galactic Conquest got its own playlist. For one, each playlist would only be like maybe 3 to 5 videos long. For one. And for two, like, on top of that, there would be like 100 of them. Granted, I don't think I'd really be doing that many Galactic Conquests, and like it probably would be a good span of time before I like would recycle back to doing a repeat faction. But no, you know, now that I say that out loud, I think I am just gonna do one big playlist. Even though, again, I could technically separate it by faction, which would just be 4 playlists only. There'd be one for the clones, one for the droids, one for the Empire, one for the rebels, and then anytime, whenever we did get to doing I forgot to call Granbull again, didn't I? Son of a pup. Whenever we get back around to cycling through a repeat faction, we could just add it to that playlist. Obviously, again, either way, I could do both, because like, if we just, I think as of tomorrow, I'm just gonna, well, granted, either way, it wouldn't matter tomorrow, because there'd only be one playlist anyway, but I think as of tomorrow, I'm just gonna do one playlist, one big, just Galactic Conquest playlist. But if later on down the road we decide as a community to change that to one per faction, then I can easily do that inside of YouTube Studio. So that's, I'm not, like I said, I'm not concerned about that in the slightest. So that's actually pretty lit for me. But yeah, I'm glad I thought about that. I can't believe I did. It took me that friggin' long to think about, like, duh. I forgot Fairy Tale. I forgot we're playing a Gen 3 game. I was like, oh no, that's actually going to be super effective. It's not like I'm doing damage, but it's actually going to be super effective. But no, I'm a normal type, not a fairy. I will tell you guys, though, I'm so excited for Mystery Dungeon to come out on Friday. Like, I cannot wait, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally was ecstatic when I saw that I was just randomly scrolling through my Twitter feed the other day, the day that it got announced, and Numb Nexus actually was the one who I saw the tweet from. I saw him retweeting it before I saw it from Nintendo's official page, but I was, oh my gosh, guys, I was so over the moon. And then I saw Sarah B retweet it too, so I knew it was 100% confirmed then. Granted, I knew it was confirmed when I saw Nintendo's post too, but once I saw Sarah B posted it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely happening, and I was so happy. I literally was crying. It was so great. Now, Nintendo, if you're for some reason watching this stream, now we just need you to put Gens 1 through 7 on Switch Online and XD and Colosseum, which I'm playing right now, and then you guys literally will be the greatest people that have ever existed on the planet. Great, like I said, that would be so awesome, especially if we could get, if they gave them home access, so you could actually complete your dexes and stuff, and they'd be saved onto the Switch and backed up to your cloud system storage and whatnot, so you literally would just have completed Pokedexes in the original generations and whatnot, and it would be a little bit easier to do. And also, with what I'm doing right now with Gen 3, it would be way easier to do with Pokemon Home. Because what I'm doing right now is because a lot of I'm playing through Leaf Green on my actual cartridge. Because, for one, I want to complete the dex. I've never done that before. I've never had the interest to be fair. I don't know why I do now, but I do, so I am. But I also have probably only used maybe 60 to 70% of the Kanto Dex. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even though I play Fire Red and Leaf Green once a year religiously, I pretty much use the same mons every single time. I pretty much always start. I mean, I'll pick a different starter usually, but so my team usually consists of starter, Pidgeot if I don't start with Charizard, Onix, Nidoking, Snorlax, Gyarados if I don't start with Blastoise, Clef, and then that's it. So when I start with Blastoise, my team's usually Blastoise, Pidgeot, Clef, Snorlax, Onix, and Nidoking. When I start with Charizard, my team's usually Charizard, Onix, Clef, Nidoking, Gyarados, Snorlax. And then with Venusaur, it's usually Venusaur, Pidgeot, Snorlax, Onix, Clef, Gyarados. So I don't usually run Nidoking because of Onix being ground and Venusaur being poison. Not that there's any poison type moves in Gen 3 that outside of the post game when you get Sludge Bomb, but that's still neither here nor there. But every once in a while, I might throw Beedrill, because I really actually do like Beedrill, but I might throw Beedrill or Butterfree on there instead of one of my other regulars, just to, be different and try something else, because I really do like those mons actually. Or I'll throw Rattata on there, because I really actually do like Raticate also, stuff like that. Or I might use Nidoqueen instead of Nidoking, but I'm not gonna lie, I've used Nidoqueen about maybe 2 or 3 times, and I just really like Nidoking more. I don't know if it's just purely design or what, but because you'd think I'd like Nidoqueen more because she's blue, and blue's my favorite color. Granted, I mean, shiny Nidoking is blue, and that in Fire and Leaf Green, for those of you that don't know, shiny Nidoking's sprite in that game is so raw. Like, it goes so hard, bro. Like, the shade of blue that they use for Nidoking and Fire Red and Leaf Green is just, oh my god, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm doing at the moment is, obviously, while I'm also, you know, leveling up all the Pokemon to try to complete the dex, I'm breeding the Mons that you get kind of like mid to late game. So like basically from like Lavender Town down, or well, I guess Lavender Town up, right? Yeah, Lavender Town up. All the new Pokemon, I should specify, that you get from Lavender Town up, I'm breeding them on 4 Island. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hatch all the eggs so that they're all level 5 Pokemon. And then eventually, obviously not for a little while because I just got to be in the game, but whenever I get that itch to play Fire Red again, or when it gets to that time of the year when I play Fire Red again, I'm going to, as soon as I get access to Pokeballs and I get to back up to Viridian City and I can get to the Pokemon Center, I'm just gonna catch, you know, like 5 Rattatas, 5 Pidgeys, whatever. And I'm going to trade with myself a full team of 6 of the Pokemon I haven't used before. Because I looked at it, and there's about, I think, not counting the Legends, of course, even though I have used all 3 birds at least once. Mewtwo and Mew are the only ones that I haven't ever used, and obviously it's because you get Mewtwo so damn late, and you can't get Mew without, you know, well, legit anymore. You can't get the ticket to go to where he's at. But, what was I saying? Okay, don't my train of thought. Oh, but yeah, so like I think I counted and there's about like 30-ish Mons that I haven't used before, like period. So you know that's actually quite a few more playthroughs, to be fair, which is pretty awesome. The unfortunate part is I think I counted in like at least 10 of them, if not I think maybe 11 or 12 of them are water types. So I am going to have to double up on water a couple times, just so that this process doesn't take me quite literally forever. But I think that's going to be cool though, so you know, like I said, I've never really used them. And I actually really like the Kanto Pokedex. Like, I know a lot of people just rag on Kanto and blah blah blah, and I'm not being a Kanto fanboy, even though I know I do say that Fire Red and Leaf Green are my favorite games of all time. But it's not because it's Kanto. I genuinely can't tell you why I love those games so much, but it's not because it's Kanto. It's literally just because it's those games. Because like I'm not like I don't gas up Red and Blue that much. I don't. Yeah, I mean nobody really does, but I don't gas up Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that much. Like it's literally just Fire Red and Leaf Green that I love to death. But I think it's gonna be cool though to, like I said, go through and like use the rest of the Mons from the decks that I haven't used yet over the years. And it's more so using them in the game that they were originally in. I'm sure I've used some of them in other games. Well, that's a lie actually. I think most of the Pokemon that I haven't used in the Kanto decks yet I haven't used, period. Let alone, not just in Fire Red and Leaf Green, like literally haven't used, period. But some I think I have used in other games, just not in Fire Red and Leaf Green. And that's different, right? I mean, like it's different using them in the game that they came from compared to using them outside of that, right? At least to me it is. I know that's probably super weird, but that's just how I am. And but once I get done completing the Kanto decks up until the point where, you know, like I need to play through Fire Red to get their version exclusives, I get all the Mons like Red and the Mons hatched that I want to, that I haven't used, that I'm gonna end up eventually trading over to play through Fire Red with. I'm going to be doing the same with Emerald. Well, obviously I have to play through Ruby and Sapphire to do that, you know, but I'm still going to, you know, do the whole completing the dex process is really more so what I was going for with Emerald. And then I also plan on doing it with the Gen 4 games and as well on my, so I basically want to do it the whole way through, basically. Which is going to be a long process, but I think it's going to be fun. And that's like kind of another reason why I really like I was saying, why I want them to get added to Switch Online, so that like they can just always be there. You know what I mean? But you know, only time will tell. I mean, if they're adding Mystery Dungeon, I mean, it's probably a big take of Copium, but I think if they're adding Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team to Nintendo Switch Online, that means that they're eventually going to add more stuff to Nintendo Switch Online, which will be really awesome. And hopefully they add the rest of the other games in as well. That's a little unfortunate. We lost Ariados there, but that's okay. We are just trying to purify, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I'm so sweet. No, you're already purified. So this is probably going to be the last area we'll be able to do, and then we'll have to flip back around and go back to the beginning and start fresh again. But obviously that's not that big of a deal because we're literally just here for the Shadow Purification, not to try to beat these battles. Ooh, nice. We got a double hyper mode. I'd love to see that. So we'll do a double call here. Awesome. Making pretty good progress with these mons, that's good. I need to really take out this Vigoroth though, so I think regardless of if I go into hyper mode again, I think I'm going to take this Vigoroth out. This spin does not really hurt me too much. But Vigoroth kind of is. Yeah, okay, so I think regardless, I'm still gonna just try and take out this Vigoroth. I did not realize that Granbull was that friggin' slow. Oh, that sucks. Wow, are you kidding me? Did he click Focus Energy when I was just rambling and I wasn't paying attention? Because that's crazy you got back-to-back crits with fucking Fury Swipes. Wow. I'm not gonna call you. We're taking out, we're just gonna take out that Vigoroth because he needs to go. Yeah, cause I'm not worried about spinning at all. That Vigoroth needs to go. No matter what happens with, Granbull, that's the one. I'll just call him on the next turn. Like I said, I'm not fully worried about that at the moment. I just need this Vigoroth gone. Alright, cool. Because obviously we can't purify Shadowmon if they're all getting wiped out, right? That's obviously not going to help us reach our goal very quickly. So we're gonna do that and then call. I really like though how they made the beasts look in this game. Like I think Raikou looks super cool in this game. I love the way that Entei looks in this game, and I mean Suicune just looks majestic as always. I mean I love Entei though. I mean it's. I think I will always love Entei. He's like my favorite beast. But I'm not gonna lie, at least based on design wise, like the model wise maybe is the better word in this game. I mean granted it is the Stadium 2 sprites, but still, I actually do really like Raikou. Like Raikou looks really cool in this game to me. But just like with most things, and just like with the starter trios for the most part, and the legendary birds, I do prefer the fire beast to the other two. So that's why I think Entei is just so sick, and he is my favorite of the three. But it's really hard for me to really rank them, because like I said, like in this game in particular, they make Raikou look so cool. And I played Crystal a lot as a kid also, and I love Gen 2. Just like I love the art and like the way the GBC looks. Like I love that game. So I like obviously in Suicune's the box art and the legendary you get in that game. So I like Suicune a lot too for that reason. I played it. I've used it a lot as a kid. I mean, granted, the moveset in Gen 2 is awful, but that's neither here nor there. But, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys either, now that I'm looking at this Noctowl. I don't know if you guys play Pokerogue much or at all, but I think I had about 2 or 3 daily challenges in a row, or maybe it was 2 out of 3 daily challenges, like the bookend ones in a row, or whatever. That Noctowl was one of my friggin' Pokemon, and now I like Noctowl as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong, like it's the Gen 2 bird, Ash had a shiny one, like it's cool, but we can all admit Noctowl's ass, just like most Route 1 birds are. But when I tell you that, like, in these daily runs on Pokerogue, that, like, way back when I had him, and Noctowl was, like, one of my mons, like, he actually carried, like, the one I wouldn't have beat if it wasn't for Noctowl. Like, on God. Like, I would not have won if it wasn't for Noctowl. And I've got so many friggin' candies on that game for Noctowl now, it's actually crazy. But, like, I actually, because of Pokerogue and those 2 dailies, I actually really like Noctowl now. Like, I think the next time I play through Johto, whether it's on Heart Gold and Soul Silver or if it's one of the GBCs, I'm gonna make sure I start the game at night so that I can catch a Hoot so I can use a Noctowl. Like, it's crazy. Like, I genuinely like Noctowl now. Like, I'm even tempted to friggin' use one in Pokerogue if I really get super unlucky and I lose the run that I'm on right now. Because, like, like, I got so many freaking candies for it. I mean, why not, right? I mean, I will say, though, the more that I'm playing Pokerogue, that game makes some of these mons absolutely cracked. Like, Charizard's, Charmander, but Charizard's passive ability is Beast Boost. And it's like, what? So, it's like, you're telling me that I'm just gonna have infinite special attack because I'm gonna keep on KOing people and getting a +1 special attack boost. Like, I mean, sure, that's cool. I'm fine with that, you know what I mean? And like Onyx, my boy, my goat, his passive is Rocky Payload, which is awesome because that means he gets double stab on his rock type moves. And when you evolve from Onyx to Steelix, Steelix will now have 3 stabs because Rocky Payload gives you like a rock stab basically. That's that's what the benefit of it is. It says it gives a boost to rock type moves, so that's basically what they mean, is giving the user stab. So that would mean that Steelix has stab rock, stab steel, and stab ground moves, which is nuts. And like some of the other ones, like I tried to do the today's daily. If friggin' Palkia was the boss, passive ability speed boost. Like, I'm sorry, what? And I think like Lunala, I did one the other day, it was Solgaleo. Solgaleo the other day, his passive ability was Beast Boost. I was like, excuse me? Like, it's actually kind of crazy. And like some of the moves, like they give Mons like some crazy moves. Like I was showing my buddy the game yesterday and how it works and whatnot, and I just started with Charmander, Squirtle, and Onix. But they give Squirtle an egg move, a bouncy bubble. And like I was able to beat I think, what level was the Snorlax? I think the Snorlax was like 2 or 3 levels higher than me. And obviously, you know, it's a Snorlax, so his special defense is up the wazoo. And I was able to beat it 1v1 with the Squirtle because a bouncy bubble recovered my HP. Like, so you carry that all the way up until you're a Blastoise? That's gonna be nuts, bro. But yeah, it is really fun though. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, it is really addictive. And I did not, when it first dropped, when I first saw something about it, I did not think I was gonna like it, like at all. Like, I didn't bother watching anything on it. I didn't even finish the video that I was watching that was talking about it. I didn't look into it. I was like, yeah, like this isn't what I thought it was. I thought it was a ROM hack. I thought it was gonna be like just like Emerald Rogue, which is a really great game and that I loved to death, and that was so much fun to play. Whatever, blah blah blah. Like, I thought that's what it was gonna be. It just wasn't. I was like, yeah, okay, never mind, screw this. But then I, you know, the usual thing. I saw a couple of the YouTubers that I watch play it, and I really saw what it was, and I'm like, okay. I was like, you know what? Fine. You know, like I'll give it a go, right? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna like it. It's still stupid, but you know, I'll give it a go, right? I mean, we'll try it. And then lo and behold, here we are now, and I'm like, this is, you know, like, this is pretty lit. Although my luck is absolutely crap, and like I still haven't completed a run of Classic yet. It's really fucking irritating. But I think I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. Like I don't remember what 3 Mons I left with. I know I went out with Onix and Charmander for sure. But that would only be 7 points, so I would have been able to pick something else. I think my other Mon was Shroomish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Shroomish. I think when I started my run, that whatever day that was when I started the run, Shroomish had Pokerus. So I was like, oh well, you know what? Why not, right? I mean, might as well give my Mons Pokerus, get their stats boosted a little bit, right? So I did. So those were the 3 that I started with, and then I ended up catching a. Obviously, they were like, I think it was at the end of the second area, perhaps. Snorlax was the boss. I caught that because, duh. I mean, I gotta have Snorlax, right? It's my goat. And then I also caught a Flamigo. I actually really like that Mon. So I caught a Flamigo while I was, I don't remember how far into my run I was, but I did end up catching a Flamigo, which was lit. I'm still using it now, obviously. And then where I don't remember what area it was. It might have been the construction site, but I caught a Stakataka, which is one of my favorite Ultra Beasts, and it was lit, dude. I had a good time. With that, like, getting that Stakataka. For real. And, so I'm hoping that, like, I can get some good luck and I can get through, this run finally and beat Classic for the first time and call it a day. and say that I finally did it, but I'm on floor 111, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But I'm feeling pretty good at the moment about it, at least. But we'll see how what happens. I'm trying to be different, right? Like, I'm not just trying to use Garganical and Tinkaton and Mawile and just, you know, easy mode getting through the Eternus battle, like, you know, like, and it's not because I don't like any of those mons. I mean, Garganical is literally my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon, hands down. And I mean, Tink is really cool as well. And I like Mawile a lot also, but it's more so just because it's like, you know, it's not that I'm even trying to make it harder on myself, but it's like I don't want to just, you know, take the easy way out and do what everybody else did just to say, oh, I beat Classic. Like, but did you beat Classic? You just used the 3, you know, easiest mons to beat Classic with. Like, did you really beat it though? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. But I will say though, my luck has been kind of bad because I have not found a single link cable yet. So I'm still rocking with my Onix. Granted, that's my GOAT. So like, I also don't really care per se, but like, you know, Steelix is also my GOAT. So like, I'd prefer to have Steelix to have the extra firepower and definitely the extra bulk. But, you know, is what it is. Although I did catch an Onix on my daily run today, which gave me 6 extra special defense IVs. So now I have 26 special defense IVs, which is nice. So that's lit. You know, anything to help, because obviously that's like, other than attack, that's or probably HP too. But that's Onix's weakest stat is his special defense, which is rough because, you know, it's just rough. But can't do much about it, unfortunately. But just try and manage it as best as possible, you know. But, you know, obviously if I get Steelix, then I'll get a little bit more bulk to me, and I'll also, like, I'll gain a few more resistances to special typings. Cause, like, I'll resist Psychic. Now, I was about to say Ghost, but it's not Gen 3 anymore. I'll resist Psychic at least at that point, so that'll help dampen the damage from, like, those types of attacks at least a little bit. But, we'll see though we'll see how the run goes. Obviously, like I said, I'm only on floor 111, so only time will tell. I'm pretty sure I got Team Flare in back-to-back runs. I think the last run I did when I got up this far, I had Team Flare also, which is kind of annoying fighting. Lysander's team is actually kind of annoying to deal with, especially with my party. I don't know if the mons you start your run with actually matter in the point of what evil team you get, or if it's literally all just random and RNG, but I did roll Team Flare 2 times in a row, so that was kind of a weird thing, but whatever. I'm gonna do no damage to this Grimer because I think he used acid armor like 3 times. So that's so great for me. And I'm pretty sure that Vibrava and Gramble are gonna get knocked out, but that's okay, because again, we're just trying to purify here. That's all that really matters. But at least I do get to call Gramble one more time before he'll get knocked out to poison, so we got that going for me. We got a good amount of his bar down too, which is great, considering we just started using him, I think, what, like 20 minutes ago? We're making pretty good. Oh, that crit was kind of nice. That saves us some time. We're making pretty decent progress, though, all things considered, for being an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. I mean, we got Suicune done. We got what was the other Pokemon? Ariados done. Gramble's like got a bar and a half left. But Brava's already, I think, into its second bar. So that is pretty good. Yeah, I can finish those by walking around. I'm not gonna waste a battle on both of them. We can finish that just by walking. or even realistically speaking, I could probably just go grab a couple of colognes and finish them with those. Completely honest with you. That wouldn't be that much, because I would just need the cheapest ones. I do gotta think about what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight, though, because I was not thinking earlier, and I did not pull anything out to cook for myself. So, and it's looking like it's about to start raining again. So I really don't want to go out to get food. But at the same time, I don't want to order anything in for that same reason, because I don't want people door dashing or anything out in the rain, because I just feel bad. I mean, I guess I could just make some burritos in here at home. It's not like I haven't eaten them 2 days in a row before. Or actually, I think I might still actually have some leftover pizza, so maybe I'll just reheat that and maybe have it with some taquitos, because I think I only have a couple pieces left. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just have my pizza and then have some taquitos. That sounds pretty good. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But yeah, hope everybody's been enjoying the stream so far, though. And VOD watchers, I hope you guys have been enjoying your VOD and your day or night, whenever you're deciding to watch the VOD. I will say that for sure, I won't be streaming tomorrow because I bowl. But I will also follow that up by saying, and I know I've said this a million times before, I will try and stream more often and more consistently. So I will try to be back on Wednesday. And we'll either be doing some classic collection or we'll be doing more of this. I think even though for variety's sake, I probably should stream other things, but I think just so that we can really try to get this series, our Colosseum playthrough, like, finished, I think I'm gonna just hone in on streaming this series only. Or this game, I mean, only until we get all the Shadow Mons purified. And then I'll go, like, full variety, like, you know, like we were doing before. Like, we'll do some Sport, we'll do some Classic Collection, might even throw the new Battlefront in there as well. God, it's been forever since I played that game. I would probably suck so friggin' bad. It would be terrible. But, yeah. I think that's what we'll do. But I do want to get this, like I said, I do want to get our Shadow Mons purified, like, as soon as possible, so we can get our Colosseum playthrough wrapped up finally, because my goodness. That series has been going on for so long, like, just like waiting to be finished. I'm almost scared to look to see when my last video was uploaded for it, because I know it was forever ago. Let me take a look, actually. Let me go to my YouTube studio really quick. It was in hypermode. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm so scared to look at this though, but we're gonna check it out real quick. Let's see. So we're gonna go to content, and we're gonna go to playlists, and we're gonna go to Pokemon Colosseum. Last updated January 17th. Oh my, that's so bad. That is so bad. Oh, never mind, guys, it gets worse. I don't know why it says last updated in January, because the last video that I uploaded. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, it doesn't get worse. It doesn't get worse. I didn't realize that I only had 30 videos showing at a time. So yeah, the last video that I uploaded was January 17th of this year for the Colosseum series. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's bad. That's bad. It's bad. Oof. Okay. I forgot to call Rob again, didn't I? We'd be probably like slightly further along than we are if I had remembered to call my Shadow Mons when they were in hyper mode, like I always keep on forgetting to do. I think Granbull is only a couple hyper modes away though, which is really lit for me. Oh my. So if we could finish 3 Mons in one stream, I think that, considering one of them was Suicune, I think that would be really big for us. Yeah, but Bravo's about to get knocked out. Yeah. Oh, he took it. Took it like a champ. Yeah, as you can see, this is why... Oh, that's right on cue almost. This is why I'm only going up to Area 5. As far as Mount Battle is concerned, because now it's getting to the point where their levels catch up to ours, and going back and forth into hyper mode and stuff and not attacking ends up kind of not playing into our favor very well. So that's why I figured, you know, I'll call it at this level, then we'll loop right back to the beginning. Even though these Pokemon obviously would give more XP since they're higher level, I'm not, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'm not concerned about XP for these Mons. I'm literally just only concerned about their Shadow Gauge. That's it. So... obviously them fainting is still a little unfortunate because of the fact that we are concerned about the Shadow Gauge. Because obviously, you know, we want them going into hyper mode so we can call them, so we can get big chunks of it down. But, you know, at the end of the day, if they get knocked out, it's not the end of the world. Raikou looks so dope in this game, I swear to God he does. So sick. And actually, I do think that I will, once we leave here, I will, or once we finish this area, I think I will run quick to a gate and buy a couple of the cheapest colognes so that we can, like, for real finish Suicune and Ariados. Because something tells me it's going to be a lot of walking around, of course. Something tells me it's going to be a lot of walking around that we're going to have to do to finish them, and that might just get kind of tedious. Alright, well, time for some Flora's time to shine, no pun intended. Speaking of time to shine, it definitely looks like it's about to rain again. Now it's getting a lot darker. Not that I'm complaining though, I absolutely love the rain. But I definitely am just gonna have to go with burritos for food at that rate, but that's okay. Or no, I already said that I'm gonna have my leftover pizza and make some burritos. I'm silly. Which actually, that means I probably could stream for longer. What time do the games start tonight? Maybe I'll just take a quick little break to go get my food or whatever, and then I'll just stream until the games start. 8 o'clock. Okay, well that'd be a long time. That'd be like a 5-hour stream. I mean, why not, right? Well, actually, at the rate that this is going, I'm actually gonna probably end up bringing Suicune or Eidos out into this battle, so they'll have their heart gauge finished just because of that. Okay, never mind. Love just threw and clicked Charm, and Poison's not gonna do that much damage. Oh, but Sunflora's not knocking it out, so still actually might happen. I really hope that Raikou doesn't. Damn it. Oh well, at least I'll be able to call it when the next time I send it out in a battle. I don't know if that's big brain, but they. Oh, I forgot to call Sunflora. God damn it. Whatever. Major throwing by me right now. That's cool, whatever. So I got 2 more battles left to go. Awesome. Yeah, so area 5 is definitely the last area that we'll be able to do for sure. Not that this is news, I already did know that, but Bravo's probably about to get absolutely destroyed by an Ice-type move, but, you know, it's okay. Or it might not, because the Granbull outspeed, I wasn't even paying attention. Maybe it didn't actually. No, it definitely got hit by both. There's no way that was only from the Houndour. I really did not remember Granbull being this slow of a Pokemon, though. I'm not gonna lie to any of you. Like, this is crazy to me how slow he is. Very strong, though. He does hit like an absolute train. I do low-key like Granbull, though. I'm not gonna lie. It is a crap. Okay. It is a pretty cool mom to me. Ah, that sucks. He is down to his last bar, which is good, though. I am also glad that they fixed Shadow Rush. Well, I think they even renamed it to Shadow Blitz, but I'm glad that they fixed Shadow Rush in XD, where it doesn't do recoil. Because we all know how much I don't like recoil. Awesome. Alright, just one more battle to go, and then we'll be done with this area, and we can reset back to the beginning and come through again. He's all level 40. Now this might get slightly concerning. Ever so slightly concerning that he's all level 40. He's got like 5 mods. Might have to sacrifice the hyper modes a little bit for this battle, at least until we get his team kind of thinned out a little bit. Potentially. Just so I can make sure that I can get through it. That's also going to be annoying, getting intimidated. I feel like if your ability is Intimidate, you shouldn't be able to get intimidated, you know what I mean? Like that, is that just me? It might just be me, but I feel like if your ability is Intimidate, you shouldn't be able to be intimidated by another mon. Like if you're scary, how are you gonna get scared? Like, you know, like. Oh, go on then. That's fine though. Obviously, that's exactly what we're hoping for. I think I'm more concerned about the Swallow. And so I know for a fact that Swallow is more frail than Golbat, so even at -1, it still should probably take a decent amount of damage, so I think that's the right idea. Take it out next. If I even get a turn. Okay, good. Oh wow, that crit was crazy. I mean, these two are about to both go down, but that's fine, because I took out 2 of his Pokemon already. Although Sunflora is not going to be having a good time, but that's okay. Yeah, but that's fine. And obviously, worst case scenario, I lose Sunflora and Raikou too. I can just come out to our Suicune and Ariados. They'll for sure be done with their Shadow Gauges, and I can just use their actual moves to finish up the battle. So that's A-okay. Raikou, take Sunflora, which is only gonna probably last the rest of this turn. got another crit. That's crazy. I love when this happens, like, in, like, the first two areas, because, like, the mons are so pathetically weak, but it's a little bit concerning when it happens later on, especially in the 5th area. Okay, well, that's fine. At least I'll be able to wrap this battle up now, because I can just bring Suicune in and just spam surf until the cows come home. Because as expected, he is done due to walking around. I'm granted sending him out into battle just completely seals it, but... That's awesome. That's 2 more mons checked off our list. Once we get back to accessing a PC, of course. Yep, you just keep on going into hyper mode, Raikou. That's exactly what I need you to do, big fella. Suicune will take care of the rest. I think he's got, what? He's got 1 more mon after this. That's the last one though, so we good. Oh, I actually probably realistically should have clicked Gust, but whatever. That's only gonna do no damage to Pelipper whatsoever. But that's fine, it's not a big deal. I actually really wish that Raikou would have gone into hyper mode there, actually, but that's okay. At least Golbat's not enough away now. Actually, that did way more than I was expecting it to, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. Oh, okay, I guess I was just getting overcast a little bit because the sun's back out now. Maybe I do DoorDash some food. No. I made up my mind. Pizza and taquitos. I need to save some money. I've been spending a lot of money the past 2 days. Alright, love to see it. Okay, cool. So a little bit of adversity at the end there, but not a big deal. We finished the 5th area, so now we can deposit Suicune and Ariados, grab out 2 new mons. Let me try that again. My goodness. We can deposit Ariados and Suicune, grab out 2 new mons, loop back to the beginning, and then start again. Not quite. Actually, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I forgot there's a PC there. I was gonna wait, and move my mons around first, but I can literally just do that right now. right? Because Suicune and Ariados are both done. Oh, they're both actually. Hold on, I do go. Okay. Then I'll go back to plan A. We'll go and try and just grab some colognes to finish them off really quick. Absolutely goated soundtrack this game has. This game and XD, both absolutely goated. Like, the harmonica, the dude playing the harmonica here in a gate, he goes so hard on that harmonica. It's like actually crazy. Oh frick, where do you get the clone cage from? Crap, hold on, let me look this up really quick. I thought I had it already. Oopsies. Clone case Colosseum. From a girl east of the Pokemon Center after defeating Dakim on Mount Battle. Okay, so I literally could have gotten this quite literally forever ago. And I bet you going through all of this, walking around to get it, by the time I get to buying the cologne, they'll probably be fine. Yeah. Come on. I got a little visitor in here now. My cat's decided to come in and say hi. Oh, am I supposed to say no? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let me press B so I don't spam through. There we go, okay. There we go. Okay. Boom. Let's see, let me check them now. I bet you they're ready now. Oh no, they're still not. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll just grab, probably just a couple of Joy Scents, I think. Just the entry level one. Will be more than enough. Let's get 2 of them, 1 for each of them. And then we can head back and get back to the grind. Although, realistically speaking, I wonder how much the Vivid Scents actually work. Let me buy one. And I'm gonna use it on Raikou, because I have so much money, and I don't think I have any use for it. Yeah, I really don't. So, I actually want to check and see how good the Vivid Scent works on Raikou. And if it works really good, then oh, that was enough, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, okay. If it works good, I might just invest a bunch of money, like all of my money, actually, for that matter, into Vivid Scents. So I'm gonna check and see where Raikou's at before I do. You should be good now. Yep, okay. So you're basically just a touch underneath the, or a touch into the second bar, okay? So you're a touch into the second bar. And where are you at after I use the Vivid Scent on you? Yeah, how much is a lot? Okay, that was barely anything, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I don't know if that's just because it's the legendary Pokemon. Maybe Raikou was the bad example. Let's try a Vivid Scent again with Sunflora. Maybe Raikou is a bad example, because I think the legends just naturally take longer to purify, which makes sense, of course, don't get me wrong. But let's try with Sunflora really quick. So where is Sunflora at? Basically the same as Raikou. Okay, so just a touch into the second bar. And then a Vivid Sense will put you where? More than Raikou, but still not really worth. I still think it'd be faster just doing the battles and going into hyper mode and everything, to be completely honest with you. And at least that would be remotely more entertaining than me just standing here, spamming the A button, giving them massages. Oh, I didn't mean to go this far. Oopsies. Alright, so let's grab ourselves 2 new Mons out of the box. And get Suicune and... Oop. Get Suicune and Ariados put away. Alrighty, then we'll grab Delibird. And Skarm, my goat. Oh, no, not you, Ariados. You're already done. Awesome. And let me actually save really quick too, since we've made a lot of progress today, and I don't want to lose it. Alright. Yes, I would. I would like a new challenge, please. Because, the Mons are going to be way too strong for me outside of Route 5, or Area 5, so we'll go back and fight the rookies in the beginning and not have to worry about how many times we go into hyper mode, because we're not going to take enough damage to where it'd be a concern at all. As you can see, they're not only all first stage Mons, but they're only level 15. And our heart gauge opens just the same, so that's all that really matters. Awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been really like boring the past 2 weekends for me, not having any NASCAR because they've had the last 2 weeks off because of the Olympic break. Like, good for the drivers, obviously, you know, to have a couple weeks off, you know, spend time with their family, you know, get to just to get to relax and chill and not have to be stressed about winning a race or getting into the playoffs, or, you know, what are we gonna do, like how, you know, winning stages so that they can get extra points for the playoffs, or, you know, getting prepared for the playoffs, all that crap. Like, it's good that they get to chill for a little bit for sure, but, you know, it's part of my nice little weekend routine, you know, like get up, chill for a little bit on Saturday, do my videos, watch the Xfinity race, then watch some baseball, and then Sunday, you know, get up, chill for a little bit, record my videos, watch the Cup race. Usually not watch baseball because it's Sunday, so they're usually playing earlier games, but sometimes still watch baseball, you know. Although I did actually get to watch the, well, technically I did still watch the replay yesterday, but I was able to watch the, both of the IMSA races live this weekend, that was pretty cool. Kind of heartbreaking though, because on Sunday, we ended up getting one podium. We did end up getting one car on the podium. The 10 ended up getting on the podium, which is good, but they're so far out of the points, they basically would have needed a win. And also for the championship leader to not finish on the podium, which even if they had won the race, the championship leader would have still finished on the podium. But we just I think, well, so we ended up pitting on the last caution with like, I think 15 or 20 minutes left of the race. And ended up starting in the back of the GTP field, and I was like, oh my god. And the sister car, the 40, was sitting second or third to last in the GTP field as it was anyway, so I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good. But, I mean, I was like, you know, maybe, you know, with fresh tires, you know, maybe we might be able to get something, but... And, I mean, granted, we did claw all the way back up to a podium finish, but I think by the time we got to the last couple laps, I think what real good our tires had on the 10 were used up, which was a little unfortunate. I mean, granted, we still had fresher tires on the 6 and the 7 that were in front of us, but it wasn't like a night and day difference like when he was cutting through the field before. So, and he just had a very unfortunate incident in traffic on the second to last lap, or it might have even been the last lap, and probably cost us. It cost us the second place for sure, but it might have even potentially cost us the win. But again, it really wouldn't have mattered so much for the championship because the championship leader would have finished third. But points are points. But yeah, so it is a little unfortunate. And with how rough of a day the 40 had by getting a couple penalties and whatnot, they've fallen down into 5th in the points now, which is also very unfortunate. So I don't think we're bringing a podium, or unless some miracles happen over the next 3 races or 2 races, however many they got left. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys. I don't think the championship's coming home this year. And this is gonna sound really crazy, but at least on the plus side, it's not gonna be as heartbreaking as it was the past like 2-3 years, because like we finished, well, we just started running 2 carts this year, but they were only running the 10 for pretty much the whole time. And the last, I think, last 2 years for sure, but I think even the last 3 years, they finished second in the championship. And it's like, it's so gutting, you know what I mean? So, like, at least on the plus side, it's not like we're gonna be losing it it's not gonna be that close. But at the same time, it's like, damn, that sucks, bro, you know what I mean? You know what, I just realized I'm an idiot. I started streaming almost 2 hours ago, and I could have plugged in my Game Boy because it's battery, like I got the red light, so it's like dying, but I so didn't. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I just started playing through Scarlet the other day because I figured I'd do my second playthrough of Gen 9 using a new set of 6 mons that I haven't tried yet, that I liked. And I hadn't played Scarlet yet, period, and I figured, you know, it's been long enough since I played Gen 9, so I'll give it another run back. So, I mean, my SP need to get charged, it's not too big of a deal. That's all I'm doing is grinding right now anyway. I'm in the process of multitasking, really, in Leaf Green right now, between leveling up mons and evolving them, and also grinding up money so that I can buy potions and stuff, because I'm going into the Elite 4 with 3 mons that I'm going to be leveling up, just so that, you know, I don't waste XP, you know what I mean? So I'm only going into the Elite 4 with 3 usable mons, and it's the 3 mons that give me the best chance. So I'm going in with Clef and Gyarados and Charizard, because, you know, I got, whenever I play through Leaf Green or Fire Red, I always have the same moveset for the most part on my Clefable, and that's Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower when I'm not using Charizard, and this time I actually decided to use Toxic, which is a good thing that I did, because it helped out a lot when I was way under leveled. beating some Pokemon to get some XP. But obviously, I use Clef for all of Lorelei and her. Even though she's the Ice type trainer, she's mostly got Water types. And then I use Zard for all of Bruno because Steelix is obviously weak to fire and no special defense, and from what my special attack is, I'm easily able to win. And then obviously the fighting types, I just spam Fly. But, you know, for a while I was way under leveled. You know, because the Gym Leader, the Elite Four rematches in Gen 3, or in Fire Red Leaf Green, they start in the low 60s. So, and you know, like coming out of the champion battle, I'm like 58, 59 type of deal. But obviously, you know, I've gone through a couple times, so I've caught my levels up. At least with those three. So it should be a little bit easier to run through now. But even when I was super under leveled, and this is the craziest part. Granted, I was using a bunch of potions and I was having to revive like after every single battle and whatnot. But I was able to get to the champion on my first run with like 3 level 57 Pokemon, which was kind of crazy. Granted, I stood no chance against the champion. But the fact that I didn't even think I was going to be able to make it. I should have switched Gramble. I think he did get a bar drop, but I definitely should have swapped him out. I don't know why I didn't swap him out there. Good job, Aiden. You're doing so good at life. You know, this wind up just used Endure, so I'll still, it'll take the strength on 1 HP, so I'll still be able to swap it out. So we good. Cool. Come on. Raikou. Hooray! Just like Suicune, I'm sure it's going to take forever for Raikou to get done, and I'm sure even some Flora might get done before Raikou does, but that's okay. I think that actually did happen with Suicune. I think I had like 1 or 2 Pokemon overlap Suicune, if I remember right from the last stream, which was forever ago, I'm sure. And again, just so you guys know, the VOD will be posted to my VOD channel, which the link to that is on my Twitch page, and also if you go to my main YouTube channel, it's linked there for 1, and for 2, it's also linked in the community post that I made about the stream today, and it's also in the description of every single one of my videos as well. Damn it, I forgot to switch Gramble out of the lead. I got so tunnel vision there. Yeah, so just, you know, in case there's any of the stream that you missed that you want to watch again, or if you missed all of it, or whatever, you know, you can check out the VOD channel and watch at your leisure. Did you guys know that Trapinch has the same attack set as Flygon? I know that's old news, I'm sure everybody and their mother knows that by now, but that blew me away like years ago when I first found that out. Like, I was like, that is crazy. It sucks that he's so frail. I mean, granted, I understand why he's so frail, because he's a first stage Mon, but could you imagine if he wasn't that frail? With Flygon's attack stat, that'd be crazy. Okay, don't forget to switch Raikou to the front slot. This time, Aiden. Okay, there you go. Okay, So I think I'll probably have time to get through the next area, and then I'll probably wrap stream up there so I can eat and stuff. But I'd say that we had a successful stream for sure. We got 2 more mons, well 3 actually now that we added Granville to the list. We got 3 more mons complete. I think Vibrava probably will be done by the time we get to the end of the second area. If it's not, it'll be so very close to being done that it'll probably only be very, very shortly into the third area when it is done, which is great for us. And with adding Delibird and Skarmory to the team, any new shadows we bring onto the team now officially will come from the second box, which means we're down to our last 15, which is great. Obviously not counting what's in the park already, but you know what I mean. Yes, Vander, you're gonna get waxed by me once again. Probably for like the 5th or 6th time now, but it's okay. Probably 7th even if you count the first time I battled you. Like when we went through Mount Battle for the series. Absolutely goated music this game has, man. I swear to God, it does. Love this music, this game soundtrack. I mean, it's a Pokemon game to be fair though. I mean, like, what else do you expect? Like, all Pokemon soundtracks slap, but this game and XD just take it to a whole new level. Same with Mystery Dungeon though. Mystery Dungeon's OST is absolute god tier, and I don't care what anybody says, bro. And speaking of Mystery Dungeon, so I don't know if you guys would want to see it in this series, but it definitely is something I plan to do. I want to do a recruit 'em all, just because I've never actually done that on Mystery Dungeon before. I know it'll be a pain in the ever-loving ass, and I'll probably rage a lot, but because I know that means I'll have to try to deal with the 99 floor dungeons. And you know what's actually about to make me kind of mad? I was starting to figure out the last time I played through the game how to somewhat handle the level 1 dungeons, but now I can't remember for the ever-loving life of me what that technique that I was trying to figure out was. I know I was using Charizard and Blastoise, that's for sure. And like, Zard leveled up really quick, and Blastoise didn't level up as quick, but his stats were already good to begin with. And then like, there was a certain floor that I stopped at to like level up on, because like the mons that you battled there were actually really good. And it didn't end up screwing me over, as far as like, you know, like running out of PP to keep on progressing was concerned, from what else I had or whatever. But I really can't remember what the tech was, but I was starting to get it figured out, and I think I made it pretty far into the dungeon. But I cannot remember what the hell it was. But literally all I can remember is that I used Charizard and Blastoise, that's it. Which was what my starters were. I believe I was Charmander, my partner was Squirtle. I'm weird when it comes to Mystery Dungeon, and you guys will see that once we do the playthrough starting on Friday, and any other time we ever play through any of the other games on the channel or on stream or whatever. But I only, like, I pick a partner that's of the same generation as what I got given as a starter. Or, you know, or what I got given for myself, I should say. They're all starters. So like, for example, like, if when we do the personality test on Friday for the series, and I get given Mudkip. I'll either decide between Torchic or Trico as my partner. I won't choose I won't choose Squirtle or Bulbasaur, Pikachu, or Chikorita or Cyndaquil. And I don't know why that is. I've always done that. I did the same thing with Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky when I played them the first time. Like, I got a Gen 4 starter, which I was glad I got a Gen 4 starter because I really wanted a Gen 4 starter to begin with because, you know, it's the Gen 4 Mystery Dungeon. I'm weird like that too, yes. But, I don't remember which one I got. I think I might have gotten Piplup first try. I really can't remember now. This was so long ago. But anyway, I picked, you know, one of the other two starters from Gen 4. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm weird like that, guys. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what to tell you, but but yeah, I'm so super stoked for Friday to just hurry up and get here so that we can play Mystery Dungeon and that it comes out for the virtual or for the Nintendo Switch Online. Like I cannot wait, guys. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. And I just bought this little Kirby Pro controller the other day too, which is great. So I have a controller to play the game with, which is awesome, so I don't have to use the Joy-Con. And my buddy and I, yesterday, which is why I didn't upload any videos yesterday, my buddy and I went to IKEA, and I finally got a shelf for my office to put my consoles and stuff on, so they're not all just sitting on the floor. So now I got my Switch docks chilling on the shelf next to my GameCube, because they fit perfectly together. And I got my PS5 sitting on the top shelf, because it's too long and too tall to fit in the shelves. Actually, to be fair, I probably could stand my PS5 up on the second shelf, now that I'm looking at that. Perhaps. But for right now, it's laying on its side on the very top shelf. And then I got my PS2 on the other side of the dividing wall next to my GameCube and my Switch dock. And my PS2 literally fits in there perfect, which is awesome. So now I plan on taking out... I need to get my PS3 taken out and put down there so I can play some of those games on the channel eventually too. And also, I probably need to bust out my Forza 6 Xbox One finally and put that down and do some games from there, because I'm sure there's a bunch of Xbox games that I would probably want to stream, like slash record, like Forza. Yeah. Did I really? Now that I'm thinking about this, did I really make that big of an impulse? Shit! Did I really make that big of an impulse buy that I was like, oh, it's a blue Xbox and it's the Forza edition and it looks cool because it's blue, I'm buying this, and then that was my whole reason for buying. I hope that wasn't. I probably had more reasons back then when it came out, but I can't think of them now, which is kind of funny. Ooh. Oh well, there's nothing wrong with having impulse buys every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm mad I forgot to call Raikou though, but it's okay. It's not like we're not gonna get into another battle really quick. Absolutely goated music, man. I swear to God it is. Can't frickin' beat it, bro. Just friggin' can't. I wish you could raid YouTube from Twitch. Obviously, I know why you can't, but I wish you could, because I would so go raid Nexus right now, even though he doesn't know me and I don't know him, but I so would go raid him right now because he's starting a subathon today. And I know at least a few months ago he was really strapped for money because he had to change, like, he had to get new medicine and stuff, and obviously, you know, here in the US, anything medical related is like, you might as well buy yourself a house with how much money you gotta spend. So he had a little, like, dono bar, and he was doing like a mini little subathon to try to, you know, bulk raise up that money to help pay off his bills and whatnot. So, and I'm hoping that he's just doing the subathon just to do the subathon now, and it's not for that reason. But either way, I wish I could rate him from here. I still technically could if I just dropped the link to his YouTube channel, or his stream, or his YouTube channel. Well, actually, no, it would have to be the stream, but I technically still could if I dropped the link to his stream in the chat, but it'd be kind of scuffed. But I do wish I could raid good old Nexus. Again, I know he doesn't know me and I don't know him, but I've been watching him for the last 10 years. No lie. Well, maybe 9 years. It might be 9 years, but I've watched him for the last 9 years, and he's an awesome dude. He really is. I would like to know him. Like, I would like to have him as a friend. Like, have him as a friend, because he seems like he's a really chill guy. And I feel like we would get along pretty good, because he's funny as shit. And I think I'm pretty funny. Sometimes. But I'm trying to get away from making this sound super parasocial, but I don't think there's any way I can. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But he genuinely, though, still, he is a chill dude. So if you guys are watching the stream right now, or if you're catching the VOD and it's within a decent enough span of time, go check out Nexus's subathon and show him some love. Let him know that the Aidnair 25 sent you. And that he's wishing him well. I'll probably hop into it for a little bit when I get done streaming it myself. Up until the Sox game comes on at 8, I'll probably hop into his stream for sure. So that's another Mon done, which is great too. So what's that? We got, is it 4 Mons that we got done in this stream? Suicune, Ariados, Grand Bull, and Alba Brava. Yeah, that's awesome. So we got 4 Mons done in this stream. That's great. And Raikou, I think, is just about halfway, and Sunflora is going to be getting on its way to being halfway as well. Yeah, Raikou is halfway. And Sunflora is almost halfway, so that's great. At least we made a lot of good progress today. Love to see it. Love to see it, Raikou. Keep that up, big fella. No, Jigglypuff, you're not supposed to crit me while I'm in hyper mode. I'm supposed to crit you while I'm in hyper mode. But lucky for you, I'm trying to open Raikou's heart, so we're calling him in hyper mode, not critting him. I actually really would have loved it if Sunflora went into hyper mode right there, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of would have been like right on cue. That's okay. Alrighty, so we'll finish these last 3 trainers, then we'll wrap up stream. I think that'll be a good place to call it quits for me for today. Like I said, guys, I'm not gonna commit to it because I don't want to let any of you down or make any of you upset or mad or disappointed or any of those things, and I don't want to feel worse about myself than I already have been for the last little while. But I am going to try my best to stream again on Wednesday, and we'll be doing more Colosseum, trying to get these Shadow Mons all knocked out. And I mean, if we get as good progress as we did today, you love to see that, the double hyper mode, love it. If we get as good progress done as we did today, again on the next time we stream, we'll be getting through these Shadow Mons quick. Because I mean, like I said, we got 4 Mons fully purified. Well, I mean, granted, they were already worked on a touch. But we got 4 Mons purified. Raikou's about to be at the 3/4 mark, and Sunflora is almost at the halfway mark, which is awesome. And once, not counting the Mons we have in our current team of 6, we only have 15 more in the box to do, which is awesome. So, we love to see it. Definitely making good progress. We're about, I think, what, 3/4 of the way through all the Shadow Pokemon? Because there's 48, right? And we got 15 left, so that's roughly 3/4 of the way. So, you know, we're almost there. We're getting there. So you love to see that. Sunflora went into hyper mode again, awesome. So now it's officially at the halfway mark. Love to see it. Yes! Keep it going, baby, keep it going. Keep on giving me that hyper mode. Oh, no, don't attack with Raikou. Don't spam too much, Aiden. Yes, boy, love to see it. Oh crap, I think I just clicked Leer. That's actually kind of comical. Yeah, I did too. That's so funny. I did not mean to do that. I so meant to click Shadow Rush, but that's okay. Yeah, see, like, so I'm not, that's why, like, once I get to, like, Area 5, I'm, flipping back to the beginning, because if what just happened, like, over the last 2-3 turns with the cycling through hyper mode that Sunflora and Raikou are both doing, if that would have happened against the Area 5 leader with all of his, you know, level 40 Pokemon, I'd be in a little bit of a tough spot. But, you know, against a level 20 first stage Pokemon, I would be fine with going into hyper mode 20 turns in a row. Like, nothing's gonna happen to me. You know what I mean? So, that's the reason why I stop at the 5th area and I'll flip back to the beginning, because I'd be making less progress, both up Mount Battle and with the shadow gauges, than would be helpful to me. Because obviously I can't make any progress with the shadow gauges if my mons are constantly getting knocked out. See, I told you though that the legendary mons take longer to purify, because Sunflora has already caught up almost to Raikou. Raikou just got into the second bar, or the second to last bar, or at least that's all it's got left is the last 2 bars, and Sunflora is right up, just a tick above that. it's going to be there once I call it out of hyper mode here. Which again, I mean, obviously I get it, right? It makes sense that they would make the legendaries way harder to purify. Yep, they're tied now. You know, part of me wants to keep going and just try to get through the third area too and finish some flora as well in this stream, but I do need to get through it, so. Definitely was a successful stream though, and I am glad that I was here and that I did it. Just 2 more areas to go, and then we can save and get ready to wrap up the stream. And I don't know if I ever actually mentioned it in my first couple streams that I did ever since once like I made the VODs channel, but I'm gonna technically do 2 separate outros. I don't really I do the same intro both for stream and the VOD. Like I'll click start stream and then I'll click start recording. So the VOD that's basically the same. But I will do separate outros for each. Like I'm not just gonna outro and then end stream and the recording. I'll do the outro for the VOD, and then because I am still sort of technically treating it as a YouTube video, and I have to say different things, of course, right? And then I'll do an outro for the stream as a whole, because I'll be saying different things again there also compared to, you know, the VOD. So just giving you guys a little bit of a heads up there that that's going to be how that is. So not that you're going to miss much. I mean, there isn't really that big of a difference. I'm just obviously not going to be telling anybody in the stream outro to make sure to click the subscribe button on the VOD's channel if they're new, and to like the VOD if they enjoyed what they saw, and to also check out my main YouTube channel. Granted, I probably will still say all of that to these people that are here in the live stream, not just on the VOD, but it's still just different, and you know. So if you guys want to get the more personalized outro, definitely make sure you're checking out the live stream compared to just the VOD. But either way, I do appreciate your viewership, and I do hope you did enjoy the, not only did, but do enjoy the content, for sure. I know this is a little bit monotonous, and this probably is boring for a lot of people to watch, but I mean, it can be, you know, I'm perfectly fine with me having the Colosseum's Purification streams being background streams for you guys. I mean, I'm fine with all of my content being background stuff for you guys, really, if that's how you want to watch. Like, that's perfectly fine with me. Watch however you feel, like, how you want to watch it. I mean, you know, like, who am I to tell you how to watch my content? Like, that's, what? You know what I mean? Like that just would be absolutely crazy. But you know, no matter how you're viewing, when you're viewing, anything like that, I do appreciate you guys a lot, and I still can't believe that our main channel is on YouTube is where it's at right now. We're at 322 subscribers as of right now, and I believe the last time I checked my analytics, we're at 1,172 hours of watch time. I still would like that to be higher. I mean, I'm not trying to sound greedy or egotistical or anything, but I would like that to be higher, just because of like how many times we actually did get like a whole crap ton of views. Like I was getting like, for a stretch of like a month and a half, I was getting like 6 to like 8K views for that month. But my watch time was only going up like, oh, I don't know, maybe like an hour or 2 a day, if that. And you gotta think, right, like I upload to a 30-minute long and a 40-minute long video, so that's realistically going up an hour a day. That should only be one person's viewership, right? You know what I'm saying? But considering like I got like, you know, 500 views in a 48-hour period, and my watch time only went up an hour for that 24-hour period. You guys know what I mean? Like, and like I said, like I'm not trying to sound egotistical or self-centered or anything with that. Like it's more so I wish I knew why it was like that, so I could do something different, so that I could try to make the content better. You know what I'm saying? That's really the reason why I bring it up a lot, and why I bring it up multiple times, is because it's like I want to make it to where you guys want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be something that you guys actually are remotely interested in. I'm just gonna run around in circles here while I finish that thought and do my outro, and while Brava decides that he's gonna open the last bit of its heart. And if it's not done by the time I'm done, I'll just quickly finish running around off screen just to get that last little tick, and then we'll swap him and Gramble out for 2 new mons. But yeah, like I just wish I could know what that reason, like what it is about my videos that the watch time never matches what the views are. Or, well, that doesn't make sense. Why the watch time is always very low no matter what the views are. Like, I had a video the other day, it had 3 views on it, the watch time was 3 minutes. And it was like, I don't remember if it was my Minecraft video or one of my Battle for Bikini Bottom videos, but either way, it was a 30 or 40 minute long video, and the average watch time for 3 viewers was 3 minutes. So like, and that's when I bring up my question of like, what about my content is it that's making you guys not want to watch the whole video? Or, you know, to make it where out of 3 viewers on a 30-minute long video, which ideally would be, 90 minutes of watch time, or at least an average view duration of 30 minutes, I guess it would be, right? Because, you guys know what I mean. But in reality, it's only really 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where I'm at with it, and I'm trying to get it figured out. But I obviously, like, I don't, I'm not you guys, like, so I don't know what exactly it is. But like, and I'm sure, like, just me being me, I'll probably get all self-conscious and, like, anxious about the answers if I ever get them. And I'll probably, like, go into a funk and, like, not want to record for, like, a week and a half because I'm, like, all self-conscious about the fact and, like, gonna be doubting if I can ever make it better. So it's probably not gonna be good for me to know, but at the same time, I want to know so that, like I said, I can make the content better. But, yeah. But, we did get Vibrava done, though, while I was rambling there. And, oh, you know what? We are getting high-level legends here. Or, I'm calling them legends. We are getting high-level shadows. Maybe we can go through Area 5 now. Because, I mean, Sunflora and Delibird are 45, Skarm's 47, and Miltank and Absol are 48. Houndoom's 48, Trop's 49. Obviously, the pseudos, this 50 and 55. 1, that's great levels in general, but 2, they're the pseudos, so duh, right? And then, Smeargle's 45, Heracross is 45, Ursaring and Shuckle are 45. Obviously, Bayleaf, Croconaw, Yanma, and Togetic I won't, but we are officially into the second box, though, guys. And that means that, not counting the mons in the party, we're down to our last 13 mons to purify. So we are ever so slightly making progress, which is awesome. And here's the new party that we'll be working on. Obviously, Sunflora and Raikou are about a quarter of the way left to go, which is awesome. But we are making good progress here, which you love to see. But with that, guys, I am going to wrap stream up here. So, VOD watchers, if you did enjoy this VOD, please leave a like down below. I would greatly appreciate that. And click that subscribe button if you guys are new. And make sure to check the link to the main channel down below in the description to see what series and we're even doing this stuff for, and also any other of the series that are on the channel that you guys might like. And also, as always, I appreciate you guys checking out the VOD and catching up on whatever parts of the stream that you missed. And of course, I am going to say, please do stop by the streams when they are live, so you can get in on the action live and in person. Obviously, the link to my Twitch will be linked down in the description as well. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.